Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome, one and all. I'm Leahvana, the tech witch bringing magic to your screens. I hope you're doing well. Happy Saturday. It's good to be back for another day of fun. And always great to see my stargazers and arcanists once again. Yesterday was fun doing some mecha break with the special drops. And today is reverse 1999 time because there's still a whole lot of story to do. So today we'll be playing through the Prisoner in the Cave reflection story. So I'm excited about that. Just more story, more clear drops, more fun, and slowly building up my pulls so I can get ready for next update. I'm not sure if I'm pulling again for this one. I still could get Nautica, but we'll see. Depends how pulls go. So how are we doing? How's the weekend? Thank you so much for lurking, Ellie. Ellie, Tipes. Lurk away. Enjoy your battlefield shenanigans. All right. I'm set, about ready to just get into the game. Oh, I saw some great news today on Twitter. So y'all know I love my Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, and the update's finally out that I've been waiting on. So Joe Higashi's released, and what that also means the new rank changes. So it's time to go back as I've been waiting. And the ranks look good. The new rank system looks nice. It's how it should be. So definitely be on the lookout for that coming soon back to the channel. A whole lot of learning to do and a whole lot of rank grind. All right, switching on over. Da, 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 da. Let's go ahead and get in game. Do all the daily things, etc.
為咗拍胡桃嗰場解剖戲，我去求個法醫求咗好耐。
Free bunny for today. That's 7 left. Go ahead and hit the mail. Wilderness. Oh yeah, so that event when the alarm sounds is back, and I started on some of it last night. The first time it was around,
Perhaps
I was too new, so I couldn't do it. I didn't have any characters leveled up for that. So it's fun I can go back and actually start doing it now. Getting my dust and sharper Donnie back up slowly. All right, how are we looking here? 98%, 91, 81, 89, 81. All right. Getting progress. I'll have these done pretty soon. It's like Sonetta will be complete very soon, followed by Matilda. I'll be ready to put some new characters in. I'll throw Fatutu in there. Probably Auric. Yeah, that's probably going to be the case. Do I get this bond increase?
I don't want to have a star of my own on the walk. I didn't appreciate what I had when my body was healthy. I'd be lying if I said I don't want to have a star of my own on the walk of fame. I didn't appreciate what I had when my body was healthy. I'd be lying if I said I don't want to have a star of my own on the walk of fame. I'll keep making films till the day I can't say action.
Liberato dalla paura, non voltarti indietro.
I sprinkle the ingredients this time. Bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards? Say hello!
Addio, straniero.
Bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards? Typhon won't give up
Liberato
his
dal
friends.
fratello, non
None
voltarti
of us
indietro.
gotta be. Bodyguards! Where are the bodyguards? Come on, stand up. There's one around.
All right, so let's see. Got that. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and make use of this. And we'll do this for Sharper Dante.
Hey, hello there.
Liberato dalla paura. Addio,
I
straniero.
trickled the ingredients this time.
Yep. Liberato dal fratello. You see it coming.
It seems to mixed up. It should be fine, right?
Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.
You tell him, Ezio. Alright, almost done. Let's go ahead and claim this. Alright, more enlightened twos. Yep, does Sharper Donnie enlightened twos. All the way to the end. Almost through with this jukebox. See, which ones do I still have handy on? That one and that one. Nope, I got it from there. Hey, there we go. Like that RNG. All right. So yeah, I started and the other part wasn't available yet. Okay, yeah, so this one just became available. Everyday Patrols 3. No, yeah. We'll use Dynamo for this. Is it that or Assassins, which I've been doing? No, actually. Oh, I have Kipperina now too. Heck yeah.
It seems you can use a hand.
I'm looking forward to getting her
Especially one with
on my
his
account. I had to pass her when she first came out. Okay, that is set. Yeah, I had to pass on her the first time, so when she does eventually come around a rerun, I want to snag her. Definitely needs to be on my account. She's come right on home to my suitcase.
I will handle this myself.
Let's see. Oh, she's gonna say I haven't used her in a minute.
Пожалуйста, пропустите меня.
Your only choice is to kneel.
Let's knock this out and then get to the story.
I don't need the high ground to hurt you.
So we'll do that.
I'll show you.
My sword is the only wait for the right moment. Into the darkness.
This is Sparta! Now! For victory!
Leave me or die. Addio, straniero. Liberato dalla paura. Cut.
Ooh, that counter.
I am destined for victory.
And we'll leave behind. And this one we'll do Dynamo.
Preparation completed.
We grab Ezra. We grab Lucy.
Battery checked.
We grab Ulrich.
Looking for guidance from the astrolabe. Be my guest.
And finally, Mercuria.
I'm here to help.
Program activated.
Reinforce. Alright, usual openings. We start with the channel
Emulating the
skills.
Chaldean order.
We'll throw that out and
Learn.
Decrypt the cosmos. An adequate sample.
Aim and shoot.
In a second.
Interception detected.
Alright, so reinforce there.
Leave it to me.
Debuff. We'll do that.
Charging. Loading.
Power from the soil.
Barrage. The light that illuminates all.
Get right.
Charging. Loading.
Learn. To the left.
Eliminate target.
The end. Target eliminated.
Just as I deciphered. Or prophesized, if you prefer.
Alright, so that's done. Let's claim this. Ooh, achievement. I just gotta wait 17 hours for that one. Right, rain emblems. Alright, so I have assist Lucy and then assist Recoletta. I have 2,000 to spend. Let's see. Also, I'm gonna grab these. Let's grab those. I'll come back and get more once I get some more progress with that. And there's also this. I only did the first. I did the survey and I'm on the first mission. So I'll be working on that too.
I'll keep making films till the day I can't say action.
Almost there. I need to get novice rating and critter crash. Let me get through that. Alright, not much left. $88K. So let's see, I did do some work. So I do have Druid's Euphoria now. I just temporarily have that side tube on there because I'm saving up to get hers. It's going to be a minute. Well, yeah, so I do have her Euphoria and it's maxed out. So I have progress there building Druvis. So let's see, next up I need to get Buddy up to 30. Work on Lilia. I've been saying I want to work on these two, so I'm gonna get to that. And there's also gonna be less materials overall, so I'll go and get them built. I want to have fun with Loggerhead, with Noir, to get a thematic team going, just for the fun of it. So yeah, I'll be doing that pretty soon. I can't wait till I can get Anna and Lee. That pretty much for the most part had the team set, except for deciding what support I want. Because I gotta get a team for my Noir. Got it at P1 right now. Need to level this up. What materials do I have? 80, only 2, 4. Oof. I need to get more materials. Okay. I still have more stuff to do here to get all the clear jobs and rewards from that. And also whatever side activities here. I still have to do that and go through more of this in story and in hard modes. I completed up to where? Here, 9. That's as far as I've gotten. You know, you only do the story in breezy mode. I come back on my own and do the rest of it. So I still have plenty to go through here. Alright, let me hydrate real quick before we get into the prisoner in the cave. Alright, here we go.
Your watch was telling the wrong time.
Pardon me?
I fixed it for you.
2007?
Yeah. This is the year 2007. Is it not?
We believe everything can be translated into numbers. Things are made up of numbers. And mathematics is the key to opening the gate of truth.
How is this possible?
You use a maths model to forecast the storm, and its results perfectly match what the Foundation recorded.
We just worked out the patterns in the number sequences. Close your eyes, Vertin. Truth reveal itself to you.
Truth.
Timekeeper! Watch out!
Who broke the silence?
Sanette is in detention. They're planning to sentence her to death.
Those of you who agree to the death sentence may remain seated. Who wish to commute Miss Sanetto's punishment? Put your pebble into the pots in the middle of the hole.
The pure blood arcanist community. The unknown arcanum power. And the obsession with certain knowledge or identity. Sound familiar?
I take not thought for needless disputes.
Ooh, the prisoner in the cave. That's a nice trailer. Oh wow, I love the interface for this. I'm digging the design work. So we got activity there and there. And of course the main story. Yeah, let's take a moment, enjoy this. Alright. Wait, this is for the main story? That I already did? Well, that's disappointing. I thought this was a reflection story. Oh, there goes this stream idea, so I guess we're going here. So I guess this gives me access to this. So yeah, if you're watching this later in VOD, apparently this was just the main chapter story that I already did on stream. a while back. I never checked beforehand. Feels bad. Oh well. We have other things to play with this.
$37. $37. Look!
Look at the trail of meat in the water.
Certainly.
Yes, I was counting. The end result was the number 4. 37 walked over to Sophia, raising 4 fingers seriously. That means what you did was spot on. 4 signifies justice and strength. Wonderful. Let me try again. I'll try to make more skips this time.
1, 2, 3.
Excitedly, Sophia picked up a few more smooth pebbles, only to receive a puzzled look from her companion. You got the right answer already. Why throw in more? The question made Sophia pause, and she matched her puzzled face. But 37 seemed to be the more confused. Bigger numbers aren't always better. If you're testing your throwing technique, 4 is the best possible number. Or do you want to test your passion and coordination? 5 would be better for that. No, I'm not trying to test any number. It's just a game. The red-haired girl felt caught in the awkwardness of the moment. She hadn't been on the island for very long, and the seriousness with which they took arithmetic still left her feeling alien. Thankfully, she had a companion who was well-versed in these matters.
Oh.
A game? Oh, a game! Like Kotobos, where you fling wine dregs from 2-handed cups at dinner parties. I guess so? I mean, it almost sounds like skipping stones. She agreed without really understanding the specifics, but not wanting the conversation to stall, or to disappoint her new friend.
Oh. Fine.
I don't get the point of all this. 37's brow furrowed, as if let down by her companion.
So...
Throwing wine or pebbles, hitting a target, sinking a plate, or skipping stones on the border.
does all this have any symbolic meaning?
What's the point of these actions? What are we trying to achieve? If it's about being the highest ranked, I get it. Like 210, he's always trying to get the top score in Kotobos. So is 6. He's always chasing the end of each series.
But
sometimes it seems people do things without any purpose at all. Well, they're just playing. That's what most games are about, spending time with friends and having a fun time, without any greater purpose, I guess. Fun? You mean, these things don't have any transcendent purpose? They don't climb up the hierarchy, seek knowledge, purify their souls, or seek out the truth? So all they're doing is idling in the sensory world. The young girl's tone grew much more distant, even cynical, surprising Sophia. No, I think, well, it's not entirely like that. Sorry, 37, I'm new here, and there's a lot I don't understand. If I'm wrong, the blue-haired girl was resting her chin in her hands. She had already drifted away in thought.
sorry.
Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
That's all right.
Never mind these trivial matters. We have more important things to do. Mother asked me to familiarize you with the island. So, is 4 the number you wanted to validate on the beach? Sophia tried to finish her apology, but 37 dismissed it with a wave. She was already caught in another train of thought. This kind of thing would happen several times until she got used to it. But back then, her still fledgling heart was unpolished by the sea breeze and sand, and she was full of questions.
37.
37. I still don't quite understand this Aparian belief in numbers.
I just think...
Before coming here, I dealt with numbers in my studies. It was just arithmetic. When I solved problems, my dad would reward me with a candy, and I'd save them in a jar to buy flowers for Mom before going to the hospital. Sophia realized she was saying too much. It wasn't the right context, nor did it concern her new friend. Anyway, my impression of numbers is all caught up in those textbook exercises. far removed from these abstract, transcendent meanings. Like, I don't understand why you believe that numbers are eternal. Because they are eternal. 37's answer, more declaration, was yet more puzzling, making Sophia regret asking it all and risking offense. Thankfully, prime numbers like 37 are nimble-minded. At least that is what she would say.
But
I don't know how to explain it with words, but I have the perfect example. It was Euclid who once proved that there is an infinite number of prime numbers. Prime numbers, like how 37 is a prime number?
certainly.
Yes, 13 is prime, 23 is prime, 37 is prime, and 337 is also prime. Their factors are only one in themselves. They cannot be divided by any other natural number. Prime numbers can go on infinitely, but how can we prove this? 37 enthusiastically wrote a series of numbers in the sand, finishing with a circle at the end. Euclid's method is to imagine the existence of the largest prime number. This is 0. So we make a complete series of prime numbers, starting from the smallest all the way to the largest. Based on this understanding, let's imagine there's a large number. Triangle represents the multiplication of all prime numbers in the cube plus 1. Clearly, it cannot be divided by any of the listed prime numbers. The numbers 2, 3, 5, or any number represented by the circle will result in a remainder of 1. If that's not a prime number, it should be divisible by a prime number larger than that. If a triangle is a prime number, then naturally it is larger than the circle. Both scenarios contradict the assumption that that is the largest prime number. Therefore, the conclusion is, there's no such thing as the largest prime number. Prime numbers are infinite. 37 finished writing, clapped her hands, shook off the sand, and stood up beaming.
But
I heard about this theorem at school, but I still don't understand what it means, really. She couldn't grasp the transcendental meaning behind such specific mathematical theorems. Yeah, can't read today. To her, they were strict, correct, but nothing more than chalk particles on a blackboard, monochromatic, sharply defined, and barely soluble in water. And that was all. Mother told me Euclid wrote down this proof over 2,000 years ago. She said the person who wrote this proof will die. The paper that recorded this proof will decompose, and we, who read this proof, will also one day disappear. Everything will be washed away like sand on the seashore.
certainly.
But this proof will endure, always correct, beautiful, and intricate, to be admired by every future generation. I suppose that's eternal. Everyone on the island tells me I'm special. Prime numbers are like the foundation stones of arithmetic. All integers are derived from prime numbers. But I'm one of a set of infinite prime numbers. There'll always be more, newer numbers, so I'm not truly special. But even if I am just 37 grains of sand on the beach, I'm still encompassed within this infinite cube. And there are an infinite number of such sequences. Sequences of integers, sequences of fractions, sequences of irrational numbers, each and every one infinite. "37 turned around, and now her eyes sparkled with the grains of sand in the sunlight. We're all a part of infinity, and I take pride in that. I think, Sophia, that is what eternity is." Under the bright sunlight, the grains of sand of the beach gleamed like gold. As she locked eyes with 37, it was blinding yet poignant. Don't close your eyes, as the scripture says. Do not shy away from anything beautiful. Oh. Flashbang. As time passed, I often remembered the theorem 37 told me. I never quite understood her world. This fascinating, abstract kingdom of mathematics where every number is a friend. But in that moment, I caught a fleeting glimpse of the beautiful brilliance of eternity in her eyes. It was enchanting, inspiring, and admirable. It became the seed that led me to embrace the school. The beach changed in the days that followed. The ship approached the shore, the emanation unfolded before our eyes, and cheers turned into sorrowful cries. Eventually, all that remained of what we lost were cold, lifeless, geometric shapes. Yet through it all, 37 stood unwavering. She poured incredible focus into her mother's research, never displaying any sadness or hesitation. Just like the theorem she spoke of that day on the beach, unchanging, resolute, immune to the passage of time. How could 37 stay so uniquely unaffected by the world around her? I couldn't find an answer to that question. All I could do was offer her my help, meager as it was. To be continued. Alright, that was just a preface. Let's look at these tasks. Oh. Puzzles. Oh boy. And there's clear drops. Am I up for puzzles? Well, let's see. The lab's light bulb needs changing. We may need more paper for our calculations. 37 mentioned last time that we need.
Hey!
Oh, hey, Sophia. You look like you're in a rush. Something urgent? Not exactly. I'm just heading to the lab to check on 37's progress. 37, it's been a while since she's made an appearance on the beach. Perhaps she's still digging into those remaining records? No one else can handle them. Every time the emanation came up in conversation, the atmosphere seemed to darken in response. It was as if navigating around the edge of a storm. Don't worry, 37 will figure it out. And hey, take care of yourselves, both of you. We don't need you to wear yourselves out.
I understand.
Thank you both so much. Sophia extended her hand in a gesture of goodwill. After sharing those brief pleasantries, it was time to continue on their way. Scattered scribbled notes, piles of thick books, and stray strands of critter hair. It looked as if a flock of abraxas had visited, or the lab had been caught in a whirlwind for centuries on end. Anyone would have been exhausted by such a sight. And amidst the banana tree, the lab director herself lay sprawled across the table, lost in her own head. 37? Have you considered tidying up this room? She moved nimbly, stepping over scattered books as she approached the long table. The notebook which lay beside 37 looked oddly familiar.
This is...
Someone had treasured this notebook, adorning it with illustrations and notes. Flipping through its pages, Sophia found meticulous data validation records accompanied by engineering sketches. After a few more pages, the content started relating to things on the island, interspersed with sheet music and simple sketches, documenting seagulls flying by in the silhouette of a little girl playing. Finally, her fingers halted on a page with grids and a few math problems written on it.
Sophia!
Oh, Sophia, you're here. "37 rubbed her eyes and quickly shifted her attention to the notebook Sophia was holding. Oh, I found this little book while looking through the one of these piles. There's an absolute plethora of notes inside. I wanted to see if there were any records relating to the emanation." 37 straightened up, carefully inspecting the page Sophia was reading. I remember this page. I was so young then, standing on my tiptoes to reach my father's desk. I told him how my friends seemed uninterested in games and that I was struggling with math. He brought a stool so I could see the words as he wrote in his notebook.
It's just...
Sorry, this isn't really important. She closed the notebook and turned to 37. These are riddles for kids, far too simple for you. Don't waste time on them. Everyone's waiting for the next phase of your research. I'll take this notebook with me.
No.
No, Sophia. These aren't just for kids. I just found out that the answers form an interesting sequence.
Mm-hmm.
They might relate to celestial rhythms. That's Hugh's area of study, right? Look, this number seems to follow an octave pattern with the next one. And these symbols are unique too.
I think.
They're all related to the number 3. It must be a trick using a combination of triangles. I've tried several solutions. She listed one intriguing discovery after another. 37 pontificated, glowing with increasing focus and enthusiasm. It was reminiscent of her past lessons on the beach and countless nights researching the emanation. Armed with that intense curiosity, she sought answers in everything. Unwavering, unchanging.
Well...
Fine. If that's the case, then I'll help you find the answers, 37. But let's be quick. Afterward, you'll refocus on your main research, right?
Sure.
Of course. It shouldn't take long. I'm almost certain. First, we should find a spacious spot, something close to the one described in the notebook. The notebook rustled in 37's hands. Her fingers skimmed the pages, capturing fleeting sparks of inspiration as she sped towards the lab's exit. I hope this won't take too long. Should I really let her waste time like this? Okay, AR2, beach walking. Strolling along the familiar path on the beach, everything looks as it did before. The same with sand, rocks, only rocks. Earthly elements, far divorced from anything transcendental. But it was an unwritten doctrine of the school. A walk by the sea helped one contemplate the truth. Oh, I missed that flock of seagulls.
Be
Careful there, 7, next to you. The startled birds flapped and called, shaking off in a flurry of sand and feathers. 37 brushed away the debris that landed on her paper, continuing on without fuss. Sophia caught up with her, hurried from behind, at last breaking her focus. Something wrong, Sophia? Oh, nothing. Any new discoveries? Not yet, but I've thoroughly dispelled the dark clouds from my mind. The sea rays may not aid in finding the truth, but it is invigorating in its own way. But as if to challenge her claim, a yawn escaped her. So sleepy.
Yay!
Look, it's 37. Have you discovered anything interesting lately? Care to tell us about it?
Or like this?
Perhaps should we start calling 37 the Star Hermes, like 210 does? I mean, it sounds like an honor, doesn't it? Anyway, good afternoon, 37. They passed a group of children who overtook them with curiosity and warm greetings. Everyone had known of 37's curious methods for research, and so few were surprised to see her strolling along the beach with a notebook in hand. Afternoon. Playing hopscotch? Better move a bit further or the waves will mess up your lines. Waves?
Let me think.
Each drop in the waves moves in a circular motion. When the crest of a wave exceeds 120 degrees, they crash with a whoosh. But the answer sequence seems unrelated with these waves. What could it be then? She briefly drove back into her thoughts, but as their leader approached, she snapped out almost as quickly. 266, 267. Oh, The leader sidestepped them around him silently, as if trying to make a quick escape. Such efforts expected of him. 6, you're here too. What methods are you examining with your walk? Are you counting your steps along the beach?
I think.
Perhaps you are taking 6,666 steps because you're 6. Oh, but that number isn't optimal. Let me suggest 6 definitely avoided 37's quizzical advice and changed the subject.
Why aren't you in your laboratory?
I discovered some puzzles you'd left behind, so I've opted to decode them with Sophia. She happily waved a decorated notebook in her hand towards 6.
Actually,
These puzzles are mostly children's games. I can assure you 37 won't waste too much time on them.
sure.
They are indeed rudimentary. Oh, I figured out the clue I overlooked. Thank you, Sophia. I have it now.
Essentially.
They're games. You must play through them to understand Yu's intention. And it just so happens there are already 3 of us. You, me, and 6. Imperceptibly, 6's hair stood on end, like a fight-or-flight response. Sorry, there are other matters that called to my attention. We used to play together often, didn't we?
I think.
The present's no different from the past. Time is merely a procession of knots on an infinite rope. It doesn't matter where you start counting.
No.
Thank you for your invitation, but... As 6 spoke, he took a step back. The language was clear, implying that the conversation should end there. Unfortunately, the social cues were lost on 37.
Fine.
Excellent. I'd like to use this speech to gather anyone interested in the game. I assure you it will be done before dinner, but we simply cannot ignore this pressing issue. Very well. 6 turned to Sophia, nodding an almost imperceptible plea to her.
In addition,
Please evaluate the feasibility of 37's proposal.
I shall leave this with you.
I'm afraid I must take my leave. He took a step forward, pausing for a moment. I'll start from 268.
Thank you.
Finally, he resumed his interrupted walk, nearly escaping 37's notice as she returned to her thoughts. You know, 6 is the best riddle solver among us. He used to say the most interesting things, but now he's become naught but a walking scroll.
Actually.
6 has become the leader of the school, and our leaders need to be even-handed, objective, forthright, flawless. 6 has so many obligations, we all have our own tasks that need doing. Well then, my task is to understand the true meaning behind these exercises. She raised a collection of children's games high. For the island's chief researcher, it wasn't the most fitting action. 37.
Perhaps.
Maybe these exercises don't have any meaning at all. Huh? 37 blinked, as if Sophia's words had no imprint of meaning at all.
I think.
They are just children's games, and you already know the answer to each one of them.
Perhaps.
I know you think the sequence of answers has some significance, but maybe they're just random numbers. All these considered, we still have... The conversation could have carried on about people's expectations, duties, and obligations. But the sea breeze suddenly drowned out her voice. 37 didn't hear her. Perhaps she didn't care to. It's those kids. Look. 37 looked into the distance, completely engrossed in the next moment. Come on, Sophia, hurry up. I'll help you ask. Hold on, don't go so fast. Her words were lost in the swaying of 37's robes as she dashed ahead. She was always one to act on her thoughts immediately, seizing on every idea and squandering her inspiration, yet she could reach heights others only dreamed of. Not long ago, she rushed out of the canteen in the middle of dinner, bewildering everyone present. But a day later, she submitted her initial speculation on the distribution of the emanation, which is just as soon verified. When asked about it, 37's response was understated. Oh, I simply noticed a striking resemblance between the patterns of the emanation and how my sesame seeds were arranged.
Perhaps so.
It was her strange genius. She bent down to pick up a pebble buried in the sand and tossed it as far as she could. As the stone skimmed over the water surface, it created several ripples, conjuring a stream of memories. Remembering years ago. Faint sobs collided against the smooth geometric surfaces, leaving faint and hollow echoes. But hurried set of footprints obscured any other sounds.
Certainly.
Sophia, you're here. I have something for you. Something you'll be interested in. 37 handed over a glass bottle. The rolled up paper inside looked jagged, as if it had once been a corner of a worksheet.
Hmm?
You wanted to know your soul number, right? I saw it, so I wrote it down here. Her tone was as proud as ever. It was a prime number, one that carried a meaning of hard and piercing brilliance. It was a memory that was willfully forgotten. In the last moments of her memory, the glass bottle traced an arc through the air, landing in the sea. As the ripples dispersed, calm returned.
Sophia!
Her friend's call brought her back to reality.
Brilliant!
There are more people interested in this game than I thought. In no time, 37 returned with the participants she had found. Shining with confidence, she seemed ready to start immediately.
Uh-huh.
All the necessary conditions are met now. We need to proceed in order with the game. Let's start with the first question. Will you help by observing us, Sophia? Of course. I'll validate your calculations and check for any errors. The red-haired corrector nodded. Of course, not every question needed an answer. Now they all had their own tasks. "37 will summon the participants to the game, follow the prompts, and converse with the participants in the scene, confirming their respective selected shapes."
Hello there.
Okay. Let's start by choosing our shapes. Starting from the left side, we'll all choose one by one. She lifts her notebook high, showing it to the crowd around her, waiting
Please
for
wait.
instructions. Choose it from the 7 geometric shapes. I think I'll choose an order. The monad, that form which all things originate. I choose the symbol to show respect to Hyperion.
It's like this.
Oh, you're right. I love the beauty and universality of it.
The question is...
I choose this line segment. Made of 2 points joined together. It represents both fusion and division, with endless possibilities.
That's great!
No problem. That's an interesting point you bring up as well.
I think...
We need one more shape. 1, 2, 3. I'll take this one.
Perfect number.
There's a nice golden ratio hidden in the star shape, so it's a good choice. Good. Now we can start inferring. Alright, after confirming the selected shapes, the game can now officially start. Follow the prompts on the left to gradually form the argument. 4 participants are the game's topic.
Let me think.
The first question in the notebook is, there is a well 8 meters deep. A small snail starts climbing from the bottom. It climbs 3 meters during the day and drops 2 meters at night. How many days will it take for the snail to climb out of the well? That's the question. Do you ever hear it clearly? I can read it again. Everyone shakes their head in unison.
It's like this.
The game is simple. We just need to line up in the correct order to represent the steps that solve the question. After ascertaining the topic, corresponding deduction steps will be allocated to the
For
participants.
instance...
The monad represents climbing up 3 meters.
Yes.
The allocated deduction steps will be recorded in available shapes. Alright, these are allocated deduction steps.
Here you go.
The line segment represents dropping down 2 meters.
Yes. And then...
Finally, the pentagram represents adding 1 day.
Perfect number.
Everything is set now. You successfully allocated all the deduction steps required for this topic. Try stating your argument. This is the topic. Place the deduction steps in the action sequence. Arrange the shapes logically to complete the demonstration. After selecting deduction steps, record the results with precision. When there's an error in your argument, the corrector will fulfill her responsibilities. If you don't know what to do, you can borrow the star Hermes Eureka to shed some light on how to solve the puzzle.
For instance...
The key to this is the chronology. The snail always climbs upward during the day and drops downward at night. Okay.
And then...
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright, what's next? Answer in a bottle. How's it going? You followed all the steps in order, right?
Yes.
Yes, I've numbered them and made notes.
That's great!
Wonderful. That'll be your most valuable resource. Now, on to the second question. The women in plain robes continued with the game, methodically going through its motions. It was nothing more than a simple game for kids. To the corrector, it all seemed amusing. Here they were, brilliant minds meticulously recreating a child's play on the beach, instead of tackling the great questions of their age. Do you really think this game holds any significance? As soon as Sophia asked this, the woman recording the answer turned and gave her a smile. Feeling bored?
No.
No, not really. 37 believes that by completing this game, she'll understand some hidden meaning in the sequence formed by the answers.
Actually,
But my father was pragmatic and always focused on the present. Like me, he did have an eye for these sorts of abstract
I
things.
think...
I doubt his notebook contained any of the transcendental meanings 37 is seeking. Honestly, at first glance, you can easily see the results. The answers to each question form a 10-digit number. 6333 434 533. I can't see his value, but 37 must be doing this for a reason. After all, she's always the first to grasp the essence beyond our understanding. Essence. She'll never associate her father's notebook with the notion of some transcendental essence. What essence could a set of children's exercises in an old book possibly hold?
I don't know.
If this is just a waste of time, it could erode everyone's trust, then The corrector furrowed her brow with worry. She felt as if she had to rectify this mistake.
Sophia!
Sophia, what's on your mind? Her friend's sudden appearance caught her off guard, forcing her to take a step back.
It's just...
Oh, nothing. She forced an adjustment of her demeanor, hiding any sign of her flustered thoughts. I was just thinking, 37. Are these games perhaps too simple for the others? Are they? 37 tilted her head.
I think...
But there's nothing simple about any set of numbers, nor any set of answers.
Essentially...
Indeed, the simplest numbers often hold the deepest meaning. Even a number as singular as 1 holds the origin of all mathematical thought.
It's like this.
I believe the problems in this notebook are no different.
I understand.
Of course, you're always right, 37.
Perhaps...
But perhaps instead of these simple games, we could... work on more important things? 37 finished her sentence, catching the red-headed corrector off guard once more. 37's eyes followed her as she took a step forward and fired off a series of questions of her own. Sophia, you keep repeating yourself. So then, what's most important to you? There could be many answers. The research on the emanation, the school's public affairs, or perhaps even just the fate of the small island. But no, go away, 37. I know you're right. You're always right. But I don't want to know. I don't want to know what my number anymore. The glass bottle shattered the water's surface. The splash rang heavy and bitter. I'm sorry. They both knew the ancient instruction, know thyself. But the most important answer had already been swept away by the waves, lost in the endless depths of the sea.
I think...
Sorry, 37. I don't know that I can answer you right now. It's such a profound question, and I don't have an easy answer.
Perhaps...
I suppose I need some time to think about it properly. I need to check out our inventory. I hope your research goes well, 37. She spoke the words quickly, feigning calm. But it wasn't so easy to turn and leave. 37 held Sophia's hand firmly. Someone once taught me a problem-solving technique. When you're at a loss, try changing your mood. It's a useful trick, one which I've tested many times. If you don't have anything more important to do now, why not play the game with us? You still haven't participated in Hugh's game yet. It was always so impossible to let go of that hand. Alright,
Well...
but remember, you promised to finish before dinner.
Sure.
Of course. Anyway, 6 is still walking around the island. We have time before he reaches 4 digits. Come on, Sophia. Let's tackle the next question. Alright, so what's the next one?
What's the next question?
A furball with the pretty geometric pattern on his head finds 12 grapes and intends to carry them back to a cave 6 meters away. It can carry up to 6 grapes at a time, but it eats 3 grapes every 3 meters as it advances. How many grapes can it bring back? 37 reads the question word for word and turns expectantly to Sophia. Right?
Sophia!
Alright, what is Sophia's shape going to be?
Well,
So Craig reluctantly confirms with 37 again. She will stay and participate.
it's like this.
To take a look at my notebook, pick whichever shape you like.
Perhaps.
I'll take it over. Do you have any suggestions?
Let me think.
If I were to make a suggestion, I would say that this rectangle is a good fit.
This is...
Is it because of the meaning of 4, justice and order? That's indeed suitable for a corrector. Thank you, 37. I think this is the one. Is it because of the meaning... Okay, the
The
same thing.
scripture says...
I remember you did a proof about it. Not that I left much of an impression, but I believe there was such a thing.
And then...
However, in this question, the rectangle represents returning to the pile of grapes.
I understand.
Got it. That said, 210 sometimes drops grapes while walking, but I've never seen those fur balls following him.
Essentially...
The description of the question isn't rigorous enough.
Perhaps...
Maybe it's because he always talks so loudly, so the critters don't dare come near. Alright, let's get the other participants ready. So a line represents advancing 3 meters.
Maybe.
Hey!
A nod represents moving forward 3 meters, or is it 6
No.
meters? It's
That's not right.
carrying as many grapes as possible. Okay. There's still a step of putting down all the grapes, which belongs to the pentagram. Okay. Oh, did I repeat it again? Okay. Easy enough. Therefore, behind the puzzle. Alright, answer Sophia's question. So, did you get the result you wanted? Maybe after a few more questions, I'll discover the common
I
pattern.
think...
Alright, let's hurry. We still have time for one more question before dinner.
Oh,
Hurry up. Oh, you're right, Sophia. She flips through her notebook, seemingly with a
It's
new
all right.
idea. I'm glad
They
you
are
agree with the
beautiful.
suggestion. Let's continue on as it's written.
no.
We don't have to verify the same thing over and over. Initially, I just reduced the sequence by 3. And now there are 2 more duplicates here, 3 and 4.
Subtract 1, then subtract 1.
Alright, let's skip some of the redundant parts. I'm sure we'll clear up the rest soon enough.
Hello there.
Who else wants to join the game? The eager little boy is the first step into the field. Alright, let them
Like I
choose a
said.
shape. And they're going to be a hexagon. Because it's perfect. And it has a number 6, just like our leader.
Exactly.
But you hardly ever participate in such games. At this point, I prefer your approach. 37 nods in approval at the little boy's active participation. Alright, explain the
What's the
puzzle.
next question?
Question is somewhat different from the previous ones. Based on the description, in what position is the
For
hexagon?
instance,
I'll show the notebook to each of you. You just need to say the corresponding order.
No.
There are no shapes on my right. There's a big crowd on the left.
the question is...
Oh, I see it now. There's more than one shape on my right.
This is...
Among the 2 shapes adjacent to me, on both sides, there is no monad.
It's really good.
I'm neither the furthest left nor furthest right.
Let me think.
To my left is a line segment. Okay. So let's deal with this one. Pentagram. Rectangle. Hexagon. Monad.
Sophia!
Sophia, was the game helpful at all? 37 rushed over as Sophia descended from the playground. Were the problems fun, inspiring, or perhaps dull? Should the results be logged or just discarded in a corner of the lab?
Actually,
Well, they weren't as dull as I expected. Breaking down the logic was pretty straightforward. For a kid just arriving on an island, it's a decent puzzle.
perhaps.
If I'd played these as a kid, I might have warmed up to math more. Perhaps I'd even understood the whole everything is numbers thing a little sooner. But in the here and now, they don't feel very practical nor enlightening. Oh, I see. No, like it seems. What could we be missing? With obvious disappointment, 37 flipped through the notebook once more, diving deep into her thoughts again. It was getting dark, and the others began leaving the beach. It seemed 37's games didn't yield any results. For her assistant, this seemed like the expected outcome. These games appeared to be more of a basic educational tool than something profound. It's time for dinner. We've run out of the time we requested from 6. There's...
No.
No, wait. It's not over till I go for dinner. 37 stared at the grid lines on the beach, as if she was rooted there. The puzzle represented by these numbers would be on her mind all night, replacing the thoughts of roasted rabbit and honeyed bread. Although it was clear that this number sequence didn't hold any profound meaning at first glance, what if everyone just hadn't looked deep enough?
Perhaps.
I have some free time tomorrow morning. Maybe we can give it another shot then. When Apollo first rides out chasing the dawn, we might discover a fresh perspective. Do you think so? Otherwise, you stay here all night? Sophia sighed, once again realizing she was indulging 37. I don't understand, 37. Why are you so convinced there's some hidden significance in the sequence of answers? Well, because it's right here. It's right there. I feel it, if only vaguely. When Hugh jotted down those numbers, they contained a strong emotion. So you're going with your intuition? Intuition. At the mention of that word, the girl's expression dimmed. Back in her childhood, before she came to the island, when she was known as an arcanist, she was familiar with this term. Sensing, listening, understanding, beseeching, being fiercely focused, and seizing inspiration. It was all familiar to her. But she couldn't see the flash of genius whenever she pleased, playing around with them as if she was catching butterflies. What did having such an ability really mean? Sophia, come on. If we don't get to the canteen now, only the suitcase would be left. 37 had maneuvered nimbly over a line of seagull footprints and waved to beckon Sophia ahead. Oh, hold on, I'm coming. And remember, not every question needs an answer. We have more important things to do now. Okay, Error 5. What was not expressed? Mornings on the beach were meant for quiet strolls of relaxation. Sophia's plan to arrive early and clear her mind seemed wise. But things rarely went as expected here. Sophia, you're late. I've been here since Apollo rose to meet the dawn. The crowd surrounding 37 seemed even larger than yesterday as she hopped and waved at Sophia. At the center of the crowd was another familiar figure.
Meaning?
210. Ah, good. The corrector's here too. What perfect timing.
Attention, please.
Hey everyone, come gather around and take a look. 210 was holding up a magazine. My submission isn't any more childish than this game she's playing. Some chuckled. It was a common occurrence for the islanders familiar with their banter. 210 confidently presented the magazine to Sophia and 37. The magazine pages were a mess, amid frivolous news and various announcements, a crumpled mathematical proof huddled in a corner. Fortunately, the author was still identifiable.
This is...
A treatise on a linguistic studies, structure, and truth. 210, is that your name? The towering theorist just spread his hands out in an overproud twist without confirming.
In fact?
Certainly, it was no easy feat given our island's isolation to get this published. But where there is a will, there is a way. Submitting these mathematical essays to outside publications is just the beginning of my many accomplishments to come. I think he's overblowing the difficulty of reaching out. And is this really a mathematical treatise? Seems like a lot of words. Sophia flipped through the magazine quickly. It was nothing more than a common railway journal. 210's essay was listed in the excerpts and anecdotes column. To publish a paper on truth in a magazine like this, The editor's comment is, although the content is obscure, the wording is elegant and worth citing. That's impressive nonetheless. The compliment was genuine, and the already haughty theorist's confidence grew even more. 37, though, crossed her arms in a breathless huff.
No, that's not right.
I've read that article. It's pure sophistry. Your premise is flawed and the central thesis overcomplicated. The beauty of mathematical truth lies in simplicity. These nonsensical embellishments only lead to misinterpretation. It's cumbersome, frivolous, and most importantly, it lacks good process.
I think...
This is all just clever rhetoric, lacking any substance. Wasted space in meaningless platitudes.
Meaning?
Is that so? More meaningless than all this child's play? Or perhaps this game is simple enough for you. Are these piddling lessons in basic reasoning and arithmetic the truth you are looking for?
Have fun, 37.
Well, that makes sense for a child. Carry on with your fun and games then. The children on the beach had eagerly gathered around 210, forming a lively crowd. At the age when curiosity reigns, they were always interested in this kind of biting debate. Their arguments, conflicts, grandeur, the aspirations converged on a single number.
210. Your number.
Your numbers clearly contain 2, 3, 5, and 7. You've just lumped them all together without using them effectively. Oh, so now you're accusing me of being insincere? That I'm making frivolous gestures only to flaunt my intelligence?
Well, that's outstanding.
How very logical of you. But all this debate allows me to speak the truth that the others are concealing from you. These are games for children, 37.
Meaning?
There are no revelations to be gleaned from your stubbornly pursuing some childish arithmetic.
In fact?
Oh, but we all trust the brilliance of our star Hermes, and also willingly serve as a companion star under your guidance. But surely our brilliant stars should consider others' duties and responsibilities, no? Sophia stepped in, breaking the tension at just the right moment.
Actually...
Don't be so serious, 210. We're just passing the time for breakfast with some games, and 37 isn't forcing anyone else to join in. But I agree, perhaps the games are too simple. In your opinion, what changes would it need? Obviously, the questions should be harder, more fitting our caliber, and there should be scores and rankings, and some sort of elimination and revival mechanism. All the participants should be grouped on the beach, competing in groups of 3, and special areas and specific time slots should be scheduled.
No.
What? Absolutely not. 37 forcefully interrupted 210's excited rulemaking.
Object!
This game and its questions were left behind by Q for a reason. It's simple because it was designed for children. I don't want to compete with anyone. I just want to understand the hidden meanings within the sequence of answers Q's left. Of course, if it were more complex, then the participants might enjoy the thrill of its intellectual pursuit.
I think...
But the beauty of the game lies in its simplicity, just like numbers themselves. Stripped of all embellishments, 1 is 1.
The essence won't
People,
change.
stones, trees, and fizzle with these decay, deteriorate, and change. but one remains. This is a simple game, yet it holds the most wonderful wisdom.
You haven't truly understood.
There's no need to make the simple so complicated. All these facades may grab attention, but it also strays from the game's true essence.
Meaning?
So you yourself admit it's dull and monotonous. I simply articulated the same meaning with words to make them more convincing, yet without distorting the truth. Some of his followers in the crowd nodded as they listened. They were captivated by his rebuttal. Such analysis, discussions, and endless numbers was an everyday occurrence in this school of thought. 37's response was to draw several squares on the beach. I learned about this from Sophia. Hopscotch is a popular children's game elsewhere. The rules are simple. One hops from one end to the other. It was easy enough to learn, and I've never forgotten it.
Meaning?
So our star has learned hopscotch. I hope you were expecting surprise. No, I mean, it's easy to play because of simplicity. For this reason, it spread from where Sophia was before, and now the children on our island play it too. The group of children who played on the beach yesterday began to laugh. That's right.
That's great.
37's game is fun too. 37 acknowledged her young supporters and carried on. If we complicate the game Hugh that designed with new rules and competition, won't we lose its true essence? It was a splendid debate, and some followers already started betting seashells on which side would win. On the islands, such debates might continue from early morning until time of silence. If that were to happen, 37's game would be unable to continue, and more important research would tragically remain on hold. The corrector felt the need to intervene.
I think...
Both sides brought strong points, I believe.
Of course.
You're right. Yes, of course, 37 is right about what exactly? As you said, it's a children's game. Its essence cannot and will not change. I'm curious, though, about what insights you can glean from such simplicity.
Or?
Everyone can see the answers at a glance, yet you believe there's some profound meaning in this combination of answers. 210 spread his arms in a mocking gesture and shrugged. It's just time wasted, nothing compared to the pivotal proof uncovered by our great star of Hermes.
Have fun, 37.
Go on, figure out how much this children's game is worth caring about. I'm eager to see the outcome. Alright, so let's listen to the statement.
Of course.
The game's participants have to choose a shape. Then I'll take this triangle.
Well, that's outstanding.
I was curious why you didn't choose it, as 3 is perfect and harmonious. It really ought to be your liking.
But you,
But this star really suits
star
you.
of Hermes,
And you finally admit
are the
you're the
goal.
star of Hermes.
No.
Is there any
Doesn't
connection
make
between
sense.
these two?
Just fragments.
You always correlate things that are completely different in nature. 37 clearly has more examples for refuting. She takes a deep breath, straightening her back like a seagull perched on the nearby rocks, seemingly ready to throw out more arguments. Alright, now is not the time for debate. The corrector timely intervenes to prevent the argumentative atmosphere from deteriorating.
Fine.
Sophia's right. You can't forget what's important. Oh, I remember. A children's game.
Well, that's outstanding.
Let's start then. We'll see who's more correct in due time. In due course. What's going on with my camera today? Trying to get things properly in line. There we go. Hopefully that fixes it.
For instance...
A merchant needs to transport a wolf, a sheep, and cabbage across the river, but can only take one at a time. When he's not around, the wolf will eat the sheep, and the sheep will eat the vegetables. How many trips does he need to make to cross the river?
And then...
This question
Of course.
is very simple, as expected. 210 quickly takes over
Well,
the
that's
conversation.
outstanding.
How about I help you assign those steps? I plan to experience the game for myself. You can take a little rest.
Or...
Oh, it seems you don't need the ladder. There's no sign of fatigue from 37. She holds her notebook high, trying to get it level with 210's line of sight.
It's like this.
I think this is clear enough. Remember, don't miss a single word.
Attention, please.
Triangle represents loading the wolf onto the boat.
Or,
Next is the monad, loading the sheep onto the boat.
in fact.
The line segment put the cabbage on the boat. He quickly and briefly rattles off several corresponding steps.
Sophia.
Now it's the turn of our star Hermes and the corrector.
Like I said.
And please don't forget me.
That's true.
The hexagon, good. So we represent unload all cargo.
Of course.
Finally, 37, the star Hermes. Row the boat to the right bank. And Sophia, the methodical rectangle. Row the boat to the left bank.
Have fun, 37.
Please check if I said anything wrong or dismissed anything. Sophia takes a notebook from 37, reading it word for word. After careful scrutiny by the corrector, the answer is deemed correct.
Thanks a lot.
No need to delay further. Let's just start sorting. Alright, start the deduction. So we put the sheep on the boat. Row the boat to the right bank. Unload all the cargo. Row the boat to the left bank. Put the cabbage on the boat. And to the right. Unload. We do that. So a rectangle again, then a monad, a pentagram, and finally a hexagram.
Thanks a lot.
Looks like it'll be quicker and more interesting to proceed in groups of 3, as I suggested.
In fact,
What's interesting will have a bit of competition.
this is what people call genius.
You should consider what I said, 37.
Object.
Of course, I considered it first. Debate never ceases with a temporary pause. It's like a shark lurking underwater, slowly moving. Now has found a good opportunity, showing his dorsal fin while the corrector gazes at the water. Alright, so AR6. Just numbers. The sight in front of them seemed much like it always did. The salty breeze and the grains of sand carried by it. 2 figures strolled hand in hand. No one cared about the children sneaking away from the congregation. They just had to be careful to avoid getting caught. Wow, this place is so beautiful and wide. It's much bigger than my yard back home. Have you ever played hopscotch? Sophia pointed towards several lines drawn in the sand with shells. Together, the lines formed clumsy squares. Jump from here to there, but don't step on the lines or squash the shells. I used to play this game before I came to the island. It's different from hide and seek. You can play it alone too. That sounds fun.
But
I can't understand the meaning of the lines. They don't form a pattern I can recognize. Maybe I need more time to understand their meaning. 37 playfully kicked up some sand, twirling around. Why do we only jump on the squares? Adding a 9-point circle to this game would be nice. 4 inscribed circles, 12 tangential circles. Would be amazing if you only jump from the points. She shared her thoughts, trying to convey what she saw in her mind's eye. Her tone grew earnest and persistent, trying to illustrate the things she imagined. Yet it was like endlessly picking up shiny pebbles on the beach. Just like today. 210
Why would
always
you
tries to
think
make
so?
simple things more complicated. You just want us to finish the game's
The
problem.
scripture
Well,
says...
of course the scriptures say, one who does not divide the problem into 3 parts cannot achieve true wisdom. But that's no reason to propose 3-player matches. The present scene intertwines seamlessly with the past memories, unaffected by time. The girl's rare smile piqued her companion's curiosity and she came over.
Huh?
Sophia, what's on your mind? What's made you so happy?
I think...
I was thinking, since the emanation, we've hardly ever gathered together like this. 6 became 6. You've taken over your mother's research, and 210 is always so busy with his proofs and fraternizing. Even discussions like the one we just had happen so rarely now. Yet after all this time, you remain so resolute. It's like you never changed. Maybe you haven't noticed, but I have changed. Raising her hand high, 37 gestured from the ground to her head. I've grown taller than before. And my hair is longer and harder to manage now. It takes much longer for you to comb it. Not these service level changes, 37.
Fine.
Oh, now I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Sophia!
Never mind that. I need your help, Sophia. We're down to the last 2 questions, just a stone's throw from the answer. I was hoping we could finish it together. Alright, look for the last participant.
It's like this.
Everything went as I said, and it didn't take much time.
A perfect number.
Just one more shape to go, so we need one more person willing to play. 37 turns to the crowd, waving her arms in open invitation. A little girl, who'd been watching for a long time, is nudged forward by her
Or
friend.
like this.
I can do it. I've wanted to choose for a long time. This last heptagon, I'd like to pick it. 7 is a unique, respected number. The believers nod in agreement. The number is quite familiar to them. As a prime number, it is indeed special in some ways. But that's not important now. Well, we'll know the answer soon enough. All 7 participants are ready. 37 tilts her head, unconcerned about the discussions around her. She doesn't take back the notebook from Sophia.
Sophia!
So, we have to complete the game together, so this question is for you, Sophia. I'm leading everyone for the last question.
Here you go.
Well, I can't think of any problem with that. 210 didn't make any mistakes just now. If he could do it smoothly, of course you can too.
Well...
Okay, I'll try to be careful and not to mess up. This question is, arrange everyone's seats in order. Where will the rectangle sit?
I understand.
The rectangle? That will require confirming my order. Firstly, the rectangle is on the left half of the line, but not the leftmost.
Sorry.
According to what the notebook says, I'm not adjacent to the line segment. And I'm as far from the monad as the triangle is from the pentagram. I'm
That's
adjacent to
really
the
good.
heptagon. We can play together.
Of course.
Unfortunately, as I'm far away from the star Hermes as possible, the pentagram is almost at the farthest distance.
That's great.
My seat is right in the middle of the line. The triangle is not in the seat adjacent to me. So it's a quiet seat. All right, got all the shapes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sophia. I knew you'd do great.
That's great.
Only the final sorting remains. Don't worry, it's pretty easy too.
It's all right.
Glad I could
I
help.
hope
The corrector hands the notebook to 37, observing the squares in
I
the sand.
think...
Maybe it's like this. Let me try. Monad, triangle, rectangle, heptagon, hexagon, it's a line, and pentagram. Closing her notebook, 37 felt every detail course through her body. The result was clear. From the beginning, everyone could see the number laid bare on the paper. 6333434533. A composite number divisible by 41. Its largest prime factor was 154474013. If you saw it as a sequence, it was a simple combination of 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3 appeared 6 times, 4 appeared twice, while 5 and 6 appeared once each. Whether you look at it as a number or a sequence, it still feels like something is missing. Hugh's annotated shapes must hold the key. I just haven't figured out what those little points mean yet. 37 pointed to an ink blotch on the notebook directly under a hexagon.
Or
It's just an accidental smear.
It's like this.
But look, there's the same mark below this question later on too.
in fact,
Sometimes, for convenience, they put a dot over repeating decimals in infinite series. That dot's above, but this one's below. Perhaps Sophia's father thought 6 had its limitations.
No,
That makes no
that's
sense.
not right.
It can't be. Having a sense of humor every now and then wouldn't hurt. He shrugged, pretending indifference to 37's rebuttal. I admit I overcomplicated Hugh's marks at first. There are so many possible attributes that they easily steered my thinking in the wrong direction. Remember what you said to me earlier. Don't complicate simple things.
or
Maybe there's no deep meaning in these symbols. Maybe just made it complex.
No.
No,
Doesn't
absolutely
make
not.
sense.
Hugh didn't leave these marks at random. Look, only the questions whose answer is the number 3 have this kind of pattern. It's a small puzzle related to the number of triangles.
I think...
My father did love geometric shapes. I think 37 might be onto something. Feeling supported, 37 confidently continued.
I think...
I thought if I experienced the game firsthand, I'd understand the meaning behind these marks and sequences. I still don't get it. There's something missing here, and it's because I don't understand Hugh well enough. If I were Sophia... Oh, so the conclusion is there's no secret to this game after all. In that case, it looks like I've won.
210.
Don't be so hasty, 210.
The scripture says...
The scriptures say, the learned remain silent. They listen attentively and take others' words seriously. So perhaps you will show yourself to be a proper learned scholar and let me finish without interruption. Okay, 37. The teachings also exhort us to listen to the sound of the wind.
meaning,
They demand that we earnestly listen to everything to expand our thinking. Have you considered that I too am part of everything? Think about your argument. Simple games can hold the most beautiful wisdom.
in fact,
Yet now you realize that this wisdom eludes you because you don't understand Hugh well enough. Can't you see, 37? I don't even need to knock your castle down. It's already a puddle of quicksand. 210 sarcastically shook his head, implying that the conclusion was self-evident. Unyielding, 37 crossed her arms.
You haven't truly understood
More
it.
meaningless rhetoric. Calm down and let me explain. The beauty of wisdom should apply to everyone, yet you want to uncover truths through personal relationships.
or
Maybe this sequence indeed holds meaning. Perhaps it's just a personal note Hugh gave to his daughter. After all, it's not a collection of axioms, it's a personal notebook. These numbers might only hold meaning for Hugh and Sophia, but what use do you have for them? The scripture also say, do not easily extend your right hand to others. In other words, one should attend to their own affairs. Yet the star Hermes eagerly takes away others' proofs and treats them as her playthings.
meaning,
Aren't the materials left by your mother enough to pass the time? Turin's mockery was evident in his words, but his opponent remained steadfast. No, the teachings mean that we shouldn't easily impart wisdom and knowledge to those who don't appreciate it. We twisted his meaning. Once you enter the temple, you cannot turn back. In the pursuit of truth, insufficient knowledge is worse than total ignorance. Since I began exploring this, how could I stop halfway?
Essentially...
And the meaning of numbers isn't determined by anyone. They exist, unrelated to time, space, or who we are. They're not someone's property.
Right?
If none of us know the sequence, how can we assert its nature? The conversation veered again towards an endless back and forth. Oh no. The corrector felt torn, caught between the two. Mediating disputes was her strength, but this seemed despite their emotions, to be a well-reasoned debate. Maybe she should leave them to exhaustive truth that aligned more with their scholarly approach. As she pondered this, 37 suddenly turned to her. In that case, let Sophia be the judge. Uncover the secrets in her notebook and see who's right. I agree. Let the corrector determine the truth. Oh, so this is how it's going to be. She sighed, regretting her momentary hesitation. It would be too difficult to refuse the expectant gazes of her friends. Fine.
Well,
I'll make the judgment. First, let me go over the game properly. I'll take those clear drops and enlighten. Thank you very much. And some much needed sharper daunting. Oh, we just have one more left. Sand and gold. This island holds so many quirks, and 37 possesses the greatest of them all. She was born with her own set of numbers, always clear about where she's headed. Ooh, screenshot. When she speaks of those never-ending numbers on the beach, those beautiful proofs, it feels like coming face to face with eternity. At the same time, I deeply understand my own simplicity and ordinariness.
there's nothing wrong with letting the stars shine where they should. And those who look up will continue to look up.
Tidying the lab, managing her hair, listing supplies, receiving guests. There's no need for these little things to occupy 37's attention. Her time should be spent on more significant research. But beyond all that, 37 is like a bright star, newly born. She disregards conventions, is curious about many new things, and has a playful, carefree spirit. Just like any other childhood friend. 37 has her own pursuits. And I have a task to complete. Verify the answers 37 gives. Flashbang. She touched her father's notebook, closing her eyes. She remembered many vivid fragments. Sifting sands on the beach, the sting of her fingers as she polished his lenses, the fragrance of cinnamon and chickpeas lingering in the air. A ship flees through the water surface, approaching the shore before disintegrating amid fading cheers. Then, everything moved forward, beyond the surging waves, back to the humble streets. Memories from beyond the island that belonged exclusively to Sophia, reaching back to her blurry childhood impressions. She was different from that lone star, suspended in the sky. She was born to the tangible and belonged to this dim world of phenomena. She rummaged through her jar of memories in search of some trinket worthy of trading for a coin. Indeed, she was a diligent, serious girl. And so, after examining every small stone in her jar, she finally found a satiating answer. I understand now. 633434533. This isn't just a string of numbers, a sequence, a proverb, or some new truth we've yet to comprehend.
This is...
It's a musical score. A musical score? What's that? The word wasn't within 37's scope of thought. She widened her eyes in surprise, showing her curiosity plainly.
Actually...
People often use this method to notate melodies. This musical score is the beginning of a song. It's quite a popular tune in my hometown, one which my father loved to hum. He must have poured his heart into these questions. Listen to Sophia sing that familiar song. The sea breeze whips over past the rocks in geometric shapes, scattering a handful of fine sand. The grains gather into tiny mounds at the edges of her shoes. After helping 37 with the validation, the crowd dispersed into groups to go about their own business. Only a few figures remained on the beach.
Is everything, all of it, just about this number?
I
Will it explain everything?
I think I still remember how the song goes. Pick up the scattered syllables. Okay, musical notes. All right, so let's put it in order. Looking at a different part. Yes, that's the candy hidden in a jar among the stones. The calls of the seagulls, the sound of the waves crashing up and down, and the sound of my own breathing became calm and distant, except for that song. Perhaps it's... If she could just recall the initial notes, the subsequent phrases would naturally follow. At first, stumbling and hoarse, soon the song became fluent, resonating across the quiet beach.
Oh!
I knew numbers could be music, but why did I think of it earlier? I was so close. A musical score. I'd never heard of this notation method. 37 didn't stay low for long. She quickly perked up, genuinely praising her companion's revelation.
Brilliant!
That's a lovely song. You sing it well, Sophia.
Well, that's outstanding.
I suppose everyone got what they wanted. You've solved the puzzle. Sophia uncovered the song her father left behind. And I won.
Object!
Why? My initial theory was correct. The string of numbers did have a deeper meaning after all.
In fact.
But you glossed over the musical score. As I foresaw, this had nothing to do with you from the start. It's just a distant hometown ballad that a father left for his daughter, with no profound meaning, no wonderful wisdom, no transcendent truth. But you just had to whimsically stir things up again to satisfy your curiosity. Everything tilts around you, regardless of whether it gets disturbed, shattered, or at times accomplished.
This is what people call
That's the genius.
genius.
That's the genius the people talk about.
But you, our star of Hermes, are the gold hidden in the sand on the never-ending beach.
But don't worry, our words are just inconsequential grains of sand compared to you, the star of Hermes. The golden treasures are buried in this endless beach, aren't they? Everyone's willing to play along after all. Flocking to a genius is much more interesting than following an ordinary person. When I played the game and verified it, and I told Sophia there must be a secret in the notebook. This was a rare moment. 37 was at a loss for words. Bewildered, she looked at Sophia with a furrowed brow, hoping to hear a judgment strong enough to defeat 210. I agree. 210 has won.
Huh? Oh.
Oh, all right. Her shoulders slumped as all the inspiration that had driven her thus far vanished in a breath. This time, 37 didn't perk up again. Instead, she hung her head and kicked at some sand, forbearing her head in a robe like a seabird.
Actually,
it's true. This notebook doesn't contain the wondrous wisdom of the scriptures. The string of numbers could only be solved by me because others didn't know Hugh. 210 was the first predicted result. That's undeniable.
I think...
But I still believe that 37 achieved her goal too. Sophia's words spared 37 from sinking deeper into the shallow hole she had already made in the sand with her feet. She froze, waiting to hear what Sophia was going to say next.
Actually...
No matter what you think, it was 37 who first uncovered these numbers, bringing this memory back to me. If it wasn't for her determination, I wouldn't have had the chance to hear the song again. I still remember what 37 told me about the proof of existence of infinite prime numbers. Sophia smiled at her as 37 nodded, both enthusiastic and confused. My father, Hugh, was a corrector like me. He was the previous person responsible for handling matters off the island. But over time, his name faded into obscurity, leaving behind only a sharp-edged cube, a dusty notebook, and a pair of broken glasses. Like the formula 37 once etched on the beach, his memory has long been washed away by the waves. Although Hugh's spirit has returned to its source, we can still hear the melody he left behind. Perhaps the one who first sang this song has been swept away by time, fading into nothingness, but his notes still echo into eternity, just as we recall the proof Euclid penned over 2,000 years ago. Like 37 said, the power of proof lies in its simplicity and universality. This tune holds a certain universality too.
Actually...
Yes, it's not a mathematical theory in the truest sense, and it doesn't speak to the essence. It's only a gleaming shard left by Hugh, like grains of sand reflecting faint light on the shore. Yet, this universality allows it to persist through time, crossing vast spaces and arriving at this moment in place. Let's take a moment to listen to the song. To simply listen. The disputes and differences dissolved in the soft breath of the breeze. The beach returned to silence, and only the melody lingered. To be continued. AR8, Endless Shoreline. I used to think other people's opinions didn't matter to 37. Even in the most heated arguments, she never paid them much attention. But though in her eyes, it's difficult to perceive changes in the vastness beyond us. But now I understand how to notice them. The faint scrape of fingers brushing over geometry. The different grains of sand I scoop up when I bend over. The changes are slow and gradual, but they're there. Apollo's star had risen high, and the Star Hermes game had ended. It was time to head back to that room filled with scattered papers. 37? What's on your mind? 37's steps were unusually slow. She wondered if the verdict had hit her harder than she predicted. The ever-scrupulous corrector began to regret her decision. Perhaps it would have been better for 6 to maintain the balance. Sophia. 37 started somberly, her words flatter than usual. I hope I didn't waste your time. Do you think it was all just a pointless game? The doubt spilled out of her, eagerly awaiting an answer. Of course not. That song means a lot to me. It's a precious memory. Are you upset, 37? You didn't seem so down when we listened to the song earlier. Well, that's because it had such a lovely cadence, and you sang it so well. Her praise came sincerely and quickly, no doubt about it. But what surprised me was when you mentioned that proof about infinite primes. I remember it, but I have no idea when I told you about it. Of course, I remember 37. It was a beautiful proof. I'll always remember it. But that didn't comfort her much. Distractedly, 37 grabbed at her hair. So, have I messed up your memories of Hugh? Barge again disrupting your memories and leaving a mess behind? Sophia widened her eyes slightly.
Um,
37. Are you still bothered by what 210 said? She averted her eyes. That was rare. Sophia, what's so funny? Sorry, I just never thought I'd see you care about something he said. You're right. You really have changed a lot after all.
Sure.
Of course, didn't I tell you that? It's not just my height. I've even changed where I sit at the table. As the distance between me and the table changes, so does the best angle for catching the sun. I'm not talking about height or seats. Sophia shook her head with a soft smile. It was a gentle, rare, loving gesture. 37. Do you know why I've never forgotten that proof about infinite primes?
Actually,
Because it made me ponder such distant things for the first time. Before, I didn't care about what eternity meant. It felt like nothing. Some faraway notion.
I think...
Now I stand here fully aware that the island under our feet will one day disappear, washed away like sand by the tide. I'd also believe some things will endure, like grains of gold buried in the silt. The island was vast enough to house an entire school of thought. It was also so small, a speck in the waves, and we, living amidst it, could only remember fleeting moments. Yes, because the world we see is transient. 37 nodded seriously. This topic was familiar to her than discussing dinner plans. We should it would be because of the eternity and the beauty that the infinite holds, and its universally true nature. From then on, I've seen the gold in the sands. And in turn, I shared Hugh's song with you. If it brought you joy, that means it has meaning for you too.
Perhaps.
Maybe it's not the transcendent essence you were seeking, but those who hear the song will feel it, remember it, and maybe even hum it one day. That is universal beauty too.
Oh!
So that's it. I get it now. The confusion vanished from 37's face, and she returned all at once to her usual cheerful self. The song isn't just for Hugo and Sophia anymore, because you shared it with us, right? So it's universal and belongs to everyone who hears it, just like the proof I shared with you. Are you laughing again, Sophia?
Never mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just thinking about how you're always turning everything into a proof to understand it. When it's as simple as enjoying music with friends. I suppose I still can't quite grasp this kind of simplicity. 37 thought hard about this, puzzling over it like a new problem. But thankfully, she soon had a new idea, as always. Sharing is really a solid argument. I bet 210 would struggle to argue against it. I knew my viewpoint was right. I'm gonna tell him right away. 37 hurried off and caught up with 210, who was leafing through another magazine.
Meaning?
What now? Sophia's declared I won, and nothing can change that.
Object!
You were just a spectator, making random guesses, while I uncovered a valuable song. Believe what you want. I've said enough today. I'd like a bit of peace and quiet now. He deliberately slowed down, trailing behind Sophia and 37. 37 took it as 210 conceding, and their steps became light as air. Well, except for some trivial details, everything went smoothly today.
A perfect number.
It's the number 9, the trinity of peace, friendship, and harmony. Absolutely perfect. Oh, that's right. 37 turned to Sophia with a sudden recollection, a joyful smile spreading across her face.
Sophia!
Come on, Sophia, give me your hand.
Here you go.
This is for you. The feathers, shells, and pebbles formed a lovely decorative chain. There was a lone pebble next to it. Is this for me?
Sure.
Of course. And this one, I found it on the beach just now. The pattern forms a fantastic number. You could add it to the chain, you know? Give it a toss into the waves.
Thank you.
Thanks, 37.
That's great!
I came to the beach this morning to give it to you, but I found myself sidetracked and completely forgot.
It's all right. They are beautiful.
That's all right, 37. I really appreciate your gift. That's great. Shall we hang out again tomorrow, Sophia? I'll catch up with my research in no time. Oh, the day after tomorrow could work too. We can make this a regular island activity. Now was the time, relaxed and pleasant enough, for her to ask what she had left unsaid. 37.
Is everything, all of it, just about this number?
Do all these
Will it
numbers have this
explain
infinite
everything?
meaning to you?
Sure.
Of course. 37 answered without missing a beat. So 37 is just one number in the infinite progression?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not, what else could it be? 210, 37, 6. Even if we're gone, these numbers won't disappear.
For instance,
Just like you don't need 3 seagulls, 3 stones, or 3 people to prove the number 3 exists. Numbers exist outside of all that.
Thank you.
Thanks, 37. I think I understand your answer. I've got some other things to take care of. Let's hang out later if there's time.
Mm-hmm.
Deal.
Oh.
Wait, I see 6 coming back. 37 waved at the dot on the horizon as the seagulls swooped above them. She sprang up, greeting the leader.
Uh-huh.
Good morning, 6. 210 and I had a disagreement over something. But the sequence is connected to a song.
Afraid I don't know much about songs.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only logical, isn't it? Is there any doctrine from our past that fits this situation? Thinking things through can help purify one's intellect.
We need.
Perhaps a period of quiet contemplation would be helpful.
Fine.
That doesn't suit me well, I'm afraid. Alright, I'll come up with more convincing new arguments on my own. It was clear that 37 wasn't satisfied with 6's suggestion. The debate would keep going in coming days. Oh, that's a nice screenshot. Watch your step or your trip.
It's like this.
Don't worry. As long as I stick to the right order of steps, I won't fall. Don't forget, we've got to hurry or we'll miss mealtime. That seagull looks as starved as her. We could calculate the seagull's speed by counting steps.
Huh?
Where did we stop counting? We could spend all day counting seagulls on the beach tomorrow.
Well, that's outstanding.
That could be the topic for my next essay.
Mm-hmm.
Planning to cover up a weak argument with a bunch of superfluous dribble again? Alright, you two. Let's pick up the pace. There are other ways to figure out its speed.
284 steps.
Thank you.
And the time it took us to get here is... the end. Alright, that was a nice little side story and activity. But 37, 210. It was a fun character I'm glad to see more of because, yeah, well, you know what happened in the story. Let's see, so I thought that was it. So I'm guessing some of these others that I've done are just going to lead to the main story chapters and not something else. Which changes my plans on what I was going to do, because yeah, I've already done these main story chapters. These two, however, I've not done anything with, so that's fair game for future streams. I've done those two, so I need to unlock this one. So I haven't done that. Alright, so far there's 3 that I haven't done, but we can always go through whatever side stories are here. And then I haven't really done any antidotes in a while. Got all these unlocked. Let's see. I did vtuber when it was there an event. So Sotheby, Mercuria, and Regulus unlocked so far. So that'll be on the list to do soon as well. And also get the rewards and stuff from them. Let's see. What's going on here? Wow, it's 4 days for limbo. And I've done all that. I can finally do limbo. Let's escape. Progress. Yeah, that was quick and easy, so I gotta wait 20 days, get my 700 clear drops or whatever from there. Rubies in the Rain, I am still stuck on this one, fighting Moldir till I get a team together. I need a third team leveled up so I can tackle that. And I'm lacking in beast DPS, which would help a lot. So that sucks, but it is what it is. I don't know, if I have enough drops, I might pull Centurion or Getian in the next update for Ripples. That would be useful for my account, and I can work on that. Where am I here? So this refreshes 1 day. I still gotta make progress here. So at least need to get these to 10 and then work on the master ranks for those. Let's go and knock this out.
Gaze into my eyes.
What's this?
Scales crawling along the skin.
Let's see, I'm on to do that, and buffs.
The ranks.
I tripled the ingredients this time.
Freezing fear.
Typhon won't give up his friends. Neither will Sotheby.
Yes.
Alright. So the focus is going to be charging up.
Gaze into my eyes.
Elizabeth's
Scales
ult.
crawling along the skin. Gaze into my eyes.
Let's throw that out.
Stay focused.
And Mercurial level ult next turn.
Let's see those fans.
Over here.
Fine. Nemesis.
Another turn.
Scales crawling along the skin. Gaze into my eyes.
So we'll do that.
Scales crawling along the skin.
Yeah,
Gaze
sure.
into-
What's this? Look at this.
I am the waves in the ocean and the stars in the sky.
Nice. Alright. This one down. Okay, so we start off with
This is sure
this.
to be a petrifying
We'll hit
welcome.
that.
Gaze into my eyes. Scales crawling along the gaze into my eyes.
I can throw that out.
I'm serious. Stay focused.
the left.
There we go.
You belong here, buried beneath the dust of history.
There's just one person left. Sucks for them.
Scales gaze into my eyes. Scales crawling along the skin.
Be serious.
Great.
Who's that?
Don't look away.
Sprinkle.
Look. Mm-hmm. This is sure to be a petrifying.
Just listen. I know what this is.
Scales, mythic fires rain down from above. Scales crawling along the skin. You belong here.
And that's that.
Buried beneath the dust of history.
Alright, pretty quick and easy. Alright, now they get to level 10. Got another key of thought as reward. Ooh, I definitely need more holy silver. My mark farm is +3, attack +10. And this will also help me out if referees getting these leveled up.
Hey, hello there.
Alright, main target's this thing back here. Cool looking design.
Gaze into scales crawling along. Gaze into my eyes.
What's this? What's that?
Alright, we'll start with this. Whoa!
Don't look
Excuse
away.
you? Why keep doing all that damage? That thing just stomped her down.
Ah, it seems to be mixed
Okay.
up. This would be fine,
This
right?
may not go as easy as I thought it would. Alright, let me relook at this. I need to check this out again. It's actually level 40. I wonder. We'll try something. Just for fun.
Preparation completed.
Works,
Battery
works, it
check.
doesn't, it doesn't.
Looking for guidance from the astrolabe. Be my guest. Just don't go throwing it around like it's a shot put.
Program activated.
Just to see what happens. Alright, let's see.
Loading.
Simulating the calculating the Arabic part.
Charging.
Please, take good care of yourself.
Start getting a shield going.
See how they oscillate. An accurate reading.
Target confirmed.
Watch out!
Damage.
Dang.
Leave it to me.
Simulating the Chaldean order.
Loading. Charging.
Let's see if we're gonna survive this. Get some more shield going.
Who charts the star's orbits?
Barrage.
This is one hit. Oh wow. Let's restart this.
Where is that budget hog hiding?
Alright.
Leave it to me.
Spell.
Simulating the calculating the
Charging.
I will help you.
decrypt the cosmos. An adequate sample.
Target confirmed.
So y'all have follow-up attacks.
My mushrooms!
Hold on.
Take a deep breath.
Okay, so I want to do debuff. That.
Allow me to double check the battery level.
Leave it to me.
More shield.
Shine.
The light that illuminates all.
Please, take good care of yourself.
Okay. Nice. Three attacks. Ooh.
Come down. Watch out!
Decryption failed?
No. Okay, now we're going with shield.
With the left.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna ult.
Circuits functioning properly.
Simulating the Chaldean order.
Loading.
This'll help.
Not gonna wait to get level 3. Yeah, just blast them.
I, Robot, Child of Science.
Much better. That's more like it. Whew. Lucy coming in clutch once again. Alright, so I have 10 now. So I have to work on that. I just gotta get through this. Because I've done the Spathadia fight, which is interesting. With Dynamo. My assassin team cleared this one. So now it's just a matter... Now I use Med Pocket Assist. Just figure out this fight. With Moldier. This is what I'm working with right now. We want to build up our side tube. Got Resist 10 done. Elizabeth, we're almost good to go. A few levels left on the side tube. But 2-2, gotta work on the side tube some more and resonance. Or I think it's good to go. Yeah, 60, resonance done. I really need to work on my Mercuria. It's long past due. Get this up 60 and work on our second one. Because I do have this one now. I just have to work on it. And then resonance here. Lucy, I think it's good to go. Yeah. Just gotta work on the side tube. Ezra. Side tube. Everything else is good. She really needs work on her resonance, and I need to get a side tube for her, which I still don't have. Jessica, I got her Euphoria done.
I'm so glad we meet again.
10 more levels
when
to go.
You were gone, I
gotta do
collected
resonance.
every hair of yours.
My Sotheby, 10 more levels, almost there. I just gotta get 10 and finish that up. But I got the Euphoria. Jervis, one of the latest characters I ended up getting. Which is from losing my 50-50 trying to get P1 Lucy. That's what I get. I should have saved those pulls, but hey, I like Jervis. Glad to have her. She be useful. I'm just using that as a temporary side tube. Working on resonance. I just got her up yesterday. Did get the Euphoria done. So I have that, and I got to save up for her side tube. Because I can pair her. She does work with Noir, so I want to get that together. And yeah, when I attempted to get Nautica, I lost that 50-50. So I do not have Nautica, but I got Barcarola. So that's our work in progress here. And I want more people to play with Isolde, so I'm kind of tempted to get Jay. I like him anyways, but also need shoulders to go with him. Yeah, I'll work on her. So much to work on. At 5 stars, I actually want to level up to Buddy, get to 30. I want to get Name Day, DK, August, Loggerhead up for sure, and Lorelei. And also just anyone that has a Euphoria too. So Tenet with Euphoria get leveled up. Who else was it? Matilda, definitely. Pork Bloom, that's what I'm thinking of. And I just picked up this one from Pulls.
Ranger Brimley salutes you.
I need to look at some more info with him, see what he really does. But it looks interesting. No, that's my account right now. And that's about it. Anything else here? Not really. So there's nothing else I could do here, I believe. what we did earlier. Yeah, I have to wait till that unlocks in 15 hours. What is this? Oh, I can do this. Well, brain energy suppression and containment. There are 5 stages to clear. And bonus objectives. Oh, that's cool. Okay, hold on a second. Alright, so what's this? They're crafting without dying. When allies as you speak, accumulates blood type. Alright. Obviously gonna be geared to blood type. Alright. We don't want to use. Assassins with Kiparina sounds fun.
It seems you can use a hand, especially one with a blade.
I am ready.
I will handle this myself.
I'll keep an eye on everyone.
Okay, Saki's an extra person here. What do I want? Fatutu, maybe. Mercurius. Good. Elizabeth. Truvis. What are you gonna say?
Пожалуйста, пропустите меня.
Yeah, if we're using extra people, then sure. So healing and shielding.
May the flow take their souls to the
Oh, awesome.
sea in the north. I've got your back. Don't take a wrong step.
Okay, that's cool. Let's start with that.
I don't need the high ground to hurt you. I found my target.
Hold your breath.
Yeah, we'll do
Even
that.
Apollo bows before me. Wait for the right moment into the darkness.
For victory!
Impromptu is on my list of teams I want to get. Now Barcarola, I'm gonna get started on it.
Get out of my way. You see it coming. Liberato dal fratello.
So definitely, yeah, if I get Kiparina soon on a rerun or something like that, I'll be good to go.
Don't take a wrong step.
We can start on impromptu. Just gotta wait for opportunity to get it left. Wow, that's so much shield.
Or maybe take a deep breath.
I'll show you.
My sword is the only guide. Wait for the right moment.
К вашим услугам. But only for an instant.
Addio, straniero.
Icarus, eyes on the target.
Non voltarti indietro. They'll die faster that way. Addio, straniero.
Ice flood.
Non voltarti indietro.
So much damage. Oh, I love it.
I've got your back. Don't take a wrong step.
Once the sword of Damocles is drawn.
That's the direction.
Okay, let's do
Hold your
that.
breath.
I found my target.
Into the darkness.
Here we go.
Let the earth tremble.
I do like the concept prompt too with so many extra
Addio,
attacks.
straniero.
Like those selecting the
Heavens are the
abilities,
stars of the earth.
like give you those extra attack chances.
Так ярко и тепло.
I never miss.
You see it coming.
I've got your back. Так ярко и тепло.
Artemis,
You can cast that.
grant me your power.
Or maybe take a deep breath.
My sword is the only guide I need.
I found my target.
Even Apollo bows before me.
Ooh,
К
keep up.
вашим услугам.
The hunt begins.
Don't take a wrong step.
And you should feel proud.
Non voltarti indietro. Che la morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat in pace.
And that's done. Okay, so yeah, Unity will stay. So how's the stream on y'all's end? I know my stream manager's looking odd. Let me check this out. Unexpected error. Huh. I don't know if y'all are having problems over there on Twitch side. I know it's not appearing right for me, but it looks fine on YouTube. Just slightly behind. All right, let's see. But if this is just messing up, I might as well just call it here because I don't want y'all missing out on stuff. I don't know what's going on the Twitch side of things. Connection seems okay. There's a network error. Wow. Thanks, Twitch. That's awesome.
In a way, you remind me of the big shots I met in Hollywood. Always busy, always asking you to
Yeah, because
wait a
connection
minute
is doing
before
fine
running
here,
off.
so I don't know why it's doing
Luckily,
that.
those big shots
But
tend
alright.
to fall on the big side, so my puppets can always catch up.
I'm gonna go ahead and call it here then. Sadly, yep, connection's messing things up. Not what we want for a stream. But hopefully we managed to get through quite a bit before that. Now I hope y'all who hung around had a chance to enjoy yourself some. So I'm gonna get on out of here, see what's going on with this. If there's anything on my end, I don't think it is because YouTube's fine. But yeah, next week, expect a lot of fun things to come. Probably some more space stuff, some fighting game action, and some gotcha somewhere, and mecha action, of course. But please have a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, being here. As always, I appreciate you. We're going to do the usual plugs for the YouTubes, the socials, and of course, VT cards. There we go. Thank y'all very much, everyone. Have a great rest of the evening. I appreciate you being here, and hopefully we'll have no issues next time. I'm Leahvana. The Tech Watch, bringing some magic to your screens. Bye!